Holy headache. Holy ball and chain.
I'm the best to do it. I unify Usyk. This intro's in Tyson. Doing bolos like Tyson Fury Usyk.
Turn it up.
Holy mackerel.
Fury Usyk. Of all that, can you picture my lady? This empty scene. There's no meal, no you. What would we do? An awful sight to me. If I ever lose you, tell me where would I go? Life would have no meaning. And I pray that you always stay with me. Yeah, yeah. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Let me see. Sanate. Oh, man. Doc Black. What's going on with you? Guess what day it is? It's Thorough Thursday, baby. Ah! How you guys doing today? Look, it's Thorough Thursday. The day where you guys ask me whatever questions you want about it. But before you ask me any questions, what I need for you guys to do, please, is hit the like.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
Okay, but before the questions, hit the like. Yeah, everybody, please hit the like. It only takes a second. And subscribe if you haven't. That's the best way to support this channel. Hold on. Okay. I'm getting some feedback on fantasy football. Hold on real quick. So before we get to the questions, I do have an announcement from a boxing announcement, of course. Let me see. Matter of fact, let's just do the Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter finger. Much love to you, man. I hope you get through it. I hope I help you get through it too. Hit the nice bell. Okay. Naoya versus Paul Butler. For the undisputed WBC, IBF, WBO bantamweight world titles is reportedly now agreed for Tuesday, December 13th in Japan. Making it happen. That boy will fight on a Tuesday. They're good for that. Naoya Inoue once again fighting Paul Butler for undisputed. We know Inoue is holding most of the titles, and he's fighting Paul Butler for undisputed. Shout out to Naoya Inoue going for greatness. Twitter fingers too. Deontay, the bronze bomber. On Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, he said, I think Fury would be too big for him. He just likes to use his size all the time. He just likes to use his size all the time, Mom. That's all he does. He spams his size. Pause. And a lot of other things. I think, and a lot of other, but the size is what really, I think Usyk's too small. And I think Usyk has stamina issues as well. Wow. Something to think about. But maybe that's Wilder projecting, because we know Wilder, he was okay. What else we got? All right. Deontay Wilder, last Twitter finger. The meltdown, talking about Anthony Joshua's post-fight anger. The meltdown comes from when you create such a fighter. You give them everything. Try to avoid tough fights. Then when it boils down to the wire, you don't know who to trust. Oh, that's awesome, Fugazi. You've been listening to all that fake stuff. I can't. Wilder has and AJ got that beef, and it's good to start that right now. I'm right. That comment Wilder made is, I take that like I take a Fury comment. You know what I mean? It's just shite. Avoid challenges. AJ has a far better resume than Wilder, far better. So that was bad. And then when you give him everything, well, I mean, he got the Olympic gold medal. You know what I mean? When Deontay Wilder got the bronze. I mean, I think he's just been getting his. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Boils down to why you don't know who to trust. No, it's not. See, Wilder is the one who said Mark Breland spiked the water, and he's projecting. He didn't know who to trust. He's just talking about when he went through it. You've been listening to all the fake stuff. See, right? Everybody saying that, you know, egg-shaped form. That's just Wilder is talking. He's projecting. But either way, it's okay because he got beef anyway. He ain't gonna talk, you know, particularly great about AJ. That's like Ryan Garcia talking great about Tank. It's just not really going to happen. He's going to say he's a good fighter or something. It's not really. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Wilder's he's capping, but anyway. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Those my friends were the
Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers. What I tell you, boy, what the hell? Oh my God. Oh my God.
God damn, that boy can sing.
Oh my God. ShowBizz, what do you think about Casamaro's retirement? Adios. You know what I mean? Like if you guys, if I don't know his personal, you know, we got a lot of boxing to watch. So I don't know what's going on with him personally. If he can't do it, he can't do it. Adios. Let me see. The same way both Usyk and Joshua fights played out is the same way I see Crawford and Spence playing out. The skilled man will find a way regardless of size. But they're around the same size. Okay, that's how you see it. That's how you see it. Oh, let me see. Come on, let me see. Biz, I'm glad you're covering the KSI card, but he's fighting two people in one night. He's going to start the card and then end it on the main event. He's fighting two people on the same night? Hold on, dog. What? What? Yeah, I'm covering the KSI card. As a fun way. I don't see us getting a lot of views because there's a lot of other channels that's going to do it. That's more so into that shit. You know, we cover hardcore boxing, but I'm going to do it, have some fun, and, you know, look at some other fights as well. Let me see. Biz, if Fury said he bet you he could be at two places at once, I would believe him. hell, if he said he could be Kamala, who was that? I would jump out the way. Yeah, look. Yeah, you might as well believe Tyson Fury. All right, because like I said, somehow he's retired and he's active. I don't know how. But he keeps saying he is retired. Man, had more fights than Errol Spence in this year, but he did say he is retired. He's as active as Tank Davis, bro. Like he's more active than Jamel Charlo. Let me see. What else we got? It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. It was Knox in the Box birthday yesterday. War Room, everyone stay blessed. Much love to you. Let me give you a love for your birthday, my brother.
The only thing that matters to me.
Okay, so I do have my pound for pound list. You know, my pound for pound list is my pound for pound, is my P for P, G for G list. Is my pound for pound, gender for gender list. I did post it in the community and on Twitter. I didn't read any of the comments because the comments be so toxic, bro. I just, it just toxic as hell, you know. But here's the list anyhow. Number 1, Alexander Usyk. Number 2, Katie Taylor. Number 3, Naoya Inoue. Number 4, Clarissa Shields. Number 5, Terrence Bud Crawford. Number 6, Jamel Charlo. Number 7, Errol the True Spence. Number 8, Canelo Alvarez. Number 9, Artur Better BF. And number 10, Devin the Dream. All right, that's my top 10 pound for pound gender for gender list. You guys know it's a very unique list. It's something that I'm doing, that this community is doing, and I put out there. Okay, I think it's a creative way of seeing things. And you know, it's fun. Pound for pound is fun. It's all fantasy to begin with. So, right. Naoya Inoue would never fight Usyk. How can you rate them? You're doing your best, right? So hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. Great list. 100% agreed. Thank you so much. Where is Sadate? Thank you so much, brother. Let me see. Yes, everybody, hit the link and go over to Relevnt. All 230 of you need to download the Relevnt app. Go over to Relevnt. We almost have 1,500 followers. We need to get over that mark. I'm going to have another giveaway. You guys are going to be extremely happy about that too. And I want to give it away around Canelo Alvarez fight. All right. Give you a little wink there. Let me see. Fury beats Usyk. Okay. But this is ask me anything. You missing out, not on Relevnt. 100%. The whole war room is there. They talk all night long. Let me see. I know some people don't add women, but that list better than a lot of. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. It's very simple for me. If you talk about like the guys, the guys on the list, it's very simple for me to do. I'm sure there's people with problems with the list, but okay. Let me see. AJ is not more a star. I don't know what that means. Biz, do you a women's pound for pound list only? Yes, I make pound for pound women's list, and I make a pound for pound men's list. But this is just more fun for me. It's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just more. Okay, I can do a women's list. That's typical. Everybody does that. How many lists do you want? Just grab all the lists everybody do, and you kind of got, right? You kind of get it. Pound for pound men's list. How many of those do you want to see? Right? Do I have to do it too? So I'm doing something different, something unique, and just, it's more fun to do. Right? If you want to know who's the best men pound for pound and women, go to ESPN women's pound for pound and men. Go to Ring Magazine men and women, and then think of your own, and that's it. But nobody's doing an all-inclusive list, so it's fun. All right. Let me see. Respect. Yeah, 100%. It's just more fun that way. What about Bivol? He wouldn't fit on my list. But there's a different thing I have with Bivol Chain. I'm not a casual. I'm not a casual. So I don't go from Bivol would get knocked out by Canelo and Canelo was cherry picking to Bivol's on the pound for pound list. I don't. Bivol beating, just like when people say, yeah, Canelo beat Cotto, but he was undersized. When people do that shit with Canelo, I don't know why they can't do that with Bivol. Canelo's undersized. Canelo came from welterweight all the way up. You're going to give Bivol all the credit in the world for beating, right? Mikey Garcia was pound for pound number 4 when Errol Spence beat him. People don't even consider that win. Why? Mikey was a little guy. Okay. Jumping up weight classes. Okay. Canelo. Bivol's. Woo! Woo! But when you look at everybody else fighting an undersized guy, what happened? Bivol's a fantastic fighter. He just won't get past undisputed Devin Haney. He's not greater to me than Better BF. Better BF has done more in that weight class. Let me see. Canelo Alvarez is undisputed. Errol Spence is the number 1 welterweight in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't fit him above Terrence Crawford. Jermell Charlo is undisputed. I can't do it. But he's top 15, yeah, but not my top 10. Thank you so much, Tyson Bell. Let me see. Number 1 pound for pound in boxing, ShowBizz The Advice Vibe. Thank you so much, brother. Let me see. Nick Cannon, top 10 pound for pound hunter in the game. The $1 million question, what are you waiting for? You know what? You got that right. That is the question. What are we waiting for?
Everything is working fix me.
Sorry. Let me see. Thank you so much from Africa, right? Biz, since I lost my father due to COVID in 2020, you helped me get through a lot of tough times. Just be saying, let the light in. I love you, Dad. You got that right. Nice way to let the light in, brother. Keep up the good work, ShowBizz. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me give you your love, brother. Let me give you your love.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Yeah, my ex-wife took a flight this morning to Texas. And I was worried until she landed. Life is so fragile and precious. I was praying until she landed. She said landed. I'm like, yes! Now I got to worry in a couple of days when she flies back. It's, life is that. So, man, I love you. Let the light in. Let me see. Good morning, Biz. Wanted to ask if you could give my big bro, Walt, a shout out for his birthday. Shout out to your big brother, Walt. I ain't heard a name like that in years. Go ahead, Walt. That's my boy. That's his birthday. Happy birthday, brother. I hope you ain't take your ass to work. Well, if you did, either way, it's a celebration. If you didn't, good shit. If you did, good shit. Let me see. We are huge fans of the show. Love you, boy. Hit the Tyson bell. Much love to Walt. Let's give Walt his Varnell Hill box.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Wow. Good day, people. You got that right. I love you. Let me give you your love. Simply.
With you, for real.
Did I miss Kamal? I read Kamal stuff. Oh no, here we go. Biz, what tattoos do you have, man? And what's the meaning behind them? My tattoos suck. The meaning, beautiful. I just got them all too young. So this tattoo is horribly done, but this tattoo is like machinery. Like I'm a machine and it has mom in red. So it's like I'm a machine and my mom's love is what fuels me. This I got when I was 17, and it's be the pilot and fly it. It's a message that my dad had in a poem about controlling your own destiny. He passed away before I was born, and he served in the Air Force. So above it, I have wings. So it's my mom and dad. Hit the Tyson bell. Meaning's incredible. The tattoos Not done the best. Let me see. Respectfully, how can Canelo be a 4-weight world champion, unified at 160, undisputed at 168, big names, and still be below Charlo? Charlo struggled getting undisputed in a weight class he's big for. So you gave Canelo a whole bunch of credit, and then you dissed Charlo. So at that point, you're not being unbiased. But it's my job, so let me help you out, brother. The pound for pound list right now is not a lifetime achievement award. It's a snapshot of what's going on right now, right? So you can take away the 4-weight class, all that shit. We're talking about right now, a snapshot right now. If you want to say who had a better career or a greater fighter in all, if it's the greatest of all time, Canelo is way above Jermell Charlo. Snapshot right now. So understand what pound for pound means. And let me see. Big names is still okay. Canelo Alvarez, you want to talk about becoming undisputed. He became undisputed by beating all the champions, but he didn't beat the best fighters, right? Not what everybody think, who everybody think the best fighters are, but he did become undisputed. Jermell Charlo beat the best fighters, right? So he cleared out his division a little bit better. And Charlo struggling again, undisputed, whatever. If David Benavidez had the belt and Canelo struggled, you'll get that. Another thing, Bivol was nowhere near the pound for pound list, and he beat the hell out of Canelo. So that just dropped him. That's all. It's a snapshot right now. The last thing of Canelo is Bivol wasn't even on the list. No one thought about Bivol. Did you think about Bivol in the top 10 pound for pound before Canelo fought him? Not at all. Don't lie. All right. So he comes just like I dropped Lomachenko off the list when Teofimo Lopez beat him. Teofimo Lopez wasn't thought about being on the list. He came from 40th. Beat him. That drops him. It just drops him. That's all. Bivol's nowhere on the list. Beats Canelo. It drops him, but it doesn't drop him off the list. He's undisputed. If Canelo do something that nobody has done, knock out Triple G, he'll go back up. Don't panic. It's just ShowBizz pound for pound list right now. Nothing to cry about. Nothing to panic about. He beats Triple G, knock him out. Snapshot, pow. He goes back up. Don't worry. Don't worry. If your problem is him being under Jermell Charlo and your hate for Jermell, don't worry. Canelo going to beat Triple G. He'll be above him in a minute. Be patient. Let me see what else we got. Hit the like. You sucker MCs. You got that right. Everybody, if you haven't done it, hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over there be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Pound for pound is a BS list. It's a fun list. It's fantasy, right? Right now, who will win between Fury and Usyk? You could call that BS. They haven't fought yet. You won't know until the fight happens, but it's fun to think about. So that's what pound for pound is. It's fun, right? Just grading people. Who's greater? Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Robinson? Who's greater? Manny Pacquiao or, I don't know, Henry Armstrong? They would never fight. You don't know, but that's fun, right? So people who love boxing, they like having fun with that. They like grading that, and that's all it is. If you're not into the culture so much, then yeah, you hate that shit. It doesn't matter to you. But if you love boxing, you always want to compare. I mean, that's how it always been. You're always comparing. It's fun to do. Mr. Biz, thank you so much. And Tyson Bell. It's like the Oscars. It's like the Oscars. Which one was the best movie? You can't really say what's the best movie. It wasn't the best movie for me. But, fun to do. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Which song is the top? What do they? What's the name? Rolling Stone magazine. Top 100 greatest songs of all time. How can you do that? If it was up to me, my top 20 will be all Michael Jackson. If it was up to me, it'd be like Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Michael, like it'd be ridiculous. Miles Davis, Michael Jackson, like it'd be. There would be. Hold on. What's that song? Imagine all the people. Put that in there. Put Queen, right? Is it the real life? Is this just fantasy? Put that in there, and then Michael Jackson. You feel what I'm saying? Perfect list, yeah. So it's just fun. Don't get your panties in a bunch. And that's the black two sugars. Want to say this too. I was talking to my oldest brother about this. I have a few questions I have to answer real quick. I was talking to my oldest brother about this. We both said Errol Spence. We got Errol Spence. And it's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. So some of y'all gonna be like, woo! Woo! It's Terrence Crawford. Well, those who say Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence family, woo! Woo! So that's what 50-50 means. You got to pick one if you say who you got. And don't blame me for picking one of them. You ask who I got. It took me a long time, but I got Errol Spence. Let me see. Oh, flex on him. See, pow. King Kong ain't got hit on me. Oh, where's my little J gone? Pine oil. Oh, you mother. Big Biz, we in here. Now hit the damn like for the community. You got that right. Everybody, please, if you can. Hit
the like. Your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Yeah, I'm looking at shorty like what you need, what you want. All for nothing, because I got you. What you from? I see you with your baby father, but it don't matter. Now the ass getting fatter. Yeah. Put some DMX in there. You know my greatest rap song of all time, though? My favorite rap song of all time. Are we living in a dream, girl? Are your eyes still green, girl? I know you're tired of me wondering, however it goes. Common sense. Let me see. Mama, I just killed a man. Yes, Lord. Mama, I just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pull the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun. But now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama! Ooh, that was my stuff, bro. That DJ, everybody, give it up to my man. For real. Where is he at?
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Shit, Biz. I'm literally from the future. Spence takes the dub, man. I saw it happen. I know you did. Me too. Let me see. Old Gray called from a payphone, and he wants the war. He wants the war from to hit the like. Sorry. Hope y'all are having an awesome day. J Body hit the Tyson Bell. Thank you so much, bro. Oh my God. Charlo would be fifth if he fight Churro head at.
Everything this world could fix me.
I got a few things to cover. Oh, there was a question I got in an email last week asking me what I thought about She-Hulk. Okay. I loved it. But this guy in particular had issues with She-Hulk. And I'm wondering, do you guys have issues with She-Hulk with Disney? What's the issue? Let me see. I didn't catch it. I swear. I was watching She-Hulk and I was like, dude, this is right. But this guy had issues. He told me the issues, but I didn't catch those. I didn't catch it. When I watched it, I didn't catch it. Let me see. I got Bud beating Spence simply because Spence goes hard all the time. Pause. But Bud can disguise his punches. I think they both disguise their punches and throws from angles you don't see. That's what you mean. Spence a bit predictable. More predictable than Terrence Crawford. Okay. Hell of a breakdown, brother. Hell of a breakdown.
It's the only thing that
Hey, look, CGI. Okay, see, that I get. That's not what this dude was saying. That I get. It was like CGI. Because sometimes the mouth didn't move with the words. You guys notice that? I'm like, is something wrong with my damn TV? Damn. Call the cable person. Like, hey, man, y'all killing me with my internet service. Come to find out, they dropped the ball. I was like, oh, Lord. Everybody was going through that. Oh, my God. DJ D, singing along and out loud. Dude, that song is fire. No spoilers for She-Hulk, please. Bingo. Let's move on. Let's move on. I would not do that to you, brother. If you're the type to let like 3 collect so you can watch them all, I get you. Zippo. Then let's move on. I went to a restaurant for my mother-in-law's birthday. Well, she said she was 27 and a half, and that made me laugh. How do you turn a half? Because she was 27 last year. And I said, well, happy 28th. She said 27 and a half. I'm like, damn. I don't know how you, that was funny as hell to me. But I went to the restaurant. We had breakfast. And I went to the bathroom. And 3 bathrooms. There were only 3 bathrooms. There was 4. There was a family room and all gender. And I must say, I love all gender bathrooms. I don't know if that was LGBTQ community or not that did that, but I benefit. Good shit. That one right there, that because everything is so pro LGBTQ, I don't really I get that. That is your movement. I'm outside of it. I'm a heterosexual male, but I benefited from the all genders back. Good shit. Let me give y'all love. If y'all had something, and I think that was a thing. Good.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Oh my God. No pun. But I had a good shit. Let me see. The irony of MJ video with the lion and his hair probably made Sadate more mad with his Charlo joke.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn down man can shaboing boing.
No war room without me. Damn, his breakdown. Sewer water face. Damn, his breakdown. Sewer water face won't hold up. And to be honest, this fight not happening. Sewer water face won't hold up. That's a good point. His face may not hold up. You can't get more real than that. Let me see. Tank versus Loma. Who you got and why, Biz? Love you, boy. I don't. Well, how about this? I need to get the Teofimo Lopez fight out my head, which is hard to do. Hard to do. Because Teofimo Lopez has so much to do with that victory. It's not just Loma's shoulder. Teofimo Lopez had a lot to do with that victory. If I look at everything from Lomachenko, I still got Lomachenko by a hair, I still got Lomachenko by a hair. If Tank Davis were to drop his ass 3 times and win by unanimous decision, I would not be shocked. Tank Davis is so damn talented. I wouldn't be close to shocked if he dribbled Lomachenko off the canvas. Tank is seething with talent. Like it took me so long to realize how good the guy is. If you want to know who I want to be a free agent more than anybody in the world, it would be Tank Davis. Because forget what Tank Davis has accomplished so far. What he can accomplish if he was fighting Devin Haney, fighting Ryan Garcia, fighting Lomachenko, fighting Teofimo Lopez, fighting Josh Taylor. If he was Duran with the same abilities, if he was Duran here, Lomachenko here, Usyk here, that guy can be an all-time great. That kid can be an all-time great. All I hear about him is how great he is. So, in a boxing circuit, it's just a damn shame. Now, it's not him. Because like I said, if he was with Eddie Hearn, and I would be like, I would close slap him. I would slow clap him, close slap him. I would slow clap. Wait, even that's a pause. That's like a twerk, ain't it? I would slow clap him. Girls be slow clapping at every strip club. All right, let me not get off the rails. I can get real off the rails. Hold on. Let me get myself together. Let me get myself together. All right. When I mess up, that's one thing me and the wifey got in common. When we're talking and mess up, it's very damn funny. And I'm happy she's like that. If she messed up, we'll laugh at it and lose the whole point of the conversation. All right. He said, I clown slap his hand. Oh, shit. I don't know where that came from. Close slap. Flex on him. Sip, pow. King Kong ain't got it on me. No, listen. The point. All gender bathrooms benefit me. Do you know how often I've gone to the bathroom? And it's men and women. But the men is occupied. And then there's a guy sitting there on his phone leaning on the wall. But the women is vacant. And I gotta pee. I'm talking dancing pee. I've been drinking all night. I'm like, and the guy and the bathroom is occupied, and a guy is next. And I'm like this here. I just go through the women. Like, hell, a bathroom is a bathroom, and I just pee, lean on the wall and everything. Lean on the wall, fart, everything. Come out, and a woman's waiting because it's occupied. I come out like, I'm sorry. She like, damn, I come out, I'm sorry. I had to piss. When I saw all gender and I saw occupied, vacant, I was like, wow, that I benefited. I benefited on that one. Good shit. LGBTQ community, good shit. Y'all snapped on that one. Let me see. Shoot. Let me see. Hell nah. Woman's bathroom's always busy. Hey, I've been on the other way. Where the women's bathroom is just one bathroom. I've been in the other side. And the men one was occupied and like a guy was outside, women open. And I'm like, brother, please. I've been like that at a job. Like, you know what? I got a shit. Go into the women's. Go right into the women's. Dunkum, dunkum, dunkum. Sound like somebody just shooting soup cans into the toilet. Dunkum, dunkum. Come right out. But hey, my bad. Let me see. Biz, sup with you, Varnell. For me, what? You know what? Let me give it up for Varnell.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady,
that lean on the wall ain't no better, ain't no better feeling. When you lean on that wall, like, oh my God. When it's just, I mean, your whole life, you lost like 12 pounds of liquid, dog. You just like, brother, Lord have mercy. Morning, Biz. Yeah, you know what? I'm at that age now, like clockwork. I know how much time I have left before I start preparing for this show. At clockwork every morning, 3:48. That's the number. 3:48. That's my pre wake up alarm. 3:48. I wake up out of a deep coma sleep. And I tried to go back, and I'm thinking, why can't I go back to sleep? Oh, I'm unconsciously, subconsciously holding pee. And I get right up. I see, back in the day, I used to try to see if I could hold it longer. That's when I was a teenager. I jump right up. Pee for a good 3 minutes long. I'm at that age now, okay? I'm at that age now. Let me see 3:48. That's when I go to bed, right? Hey, brother, BK, that you sent me in my email was ridiculous. That TikTok was ridiculous, bro. I just want you to know that. That was gross. All right? Hit the Tyson bell. So, not to give anything away with the Hulk, okay? I just want to get this off my chest. May I? Before I get this off my chest. Biz, I'm the future. I know. Will you do call-ins to where we can call in the show? No. Live. I know we have relevant. But I'm talking about jumping in the call on your show, man. No. Relevant. Because I can't trust people. I really can't trust. I love the War Room to death. But, this is a different show. This is a show. On Relevant, we could do our thing. It's on Relevant. If there's boxers calling in, let's do it. 100%. But, I one time, like 3 years ago, I was watching a live stream. And I forgot who it was. It was a low-key person that follows us. And that dude allowed that brother in, and it was just his penis, bro. That dude just had his penis out, bro. Yeah. Hey, I ain't got that kind of time. Not on this channel. I can't afford it. Yeah, this is the Biz show for now. So, where was I? Hulk. Okay. So listen. listen. Not to give anything away on She-Hulk, but people are tired of the feminist movement. Okay? Saying that Disney has gotten too political. Okay? And saying that Marvel has gotten too political. Weirdo. Brother, you ain't lying. Yes, weird. But saying that Marvel has gotten too political. Okay? Good. I hate call-ins. How many of you guys agree that Disney has gotten too... I'm not going to jump down y'all throats, pause. Don't worry about that. Don't be afraid to disagree, to agree with Marvel. The feminist movement is doing too much and all that. Raise your hand. I'm not going to be like, you going to hell. I'm not going to be on that. All right. And then I'll just have agreed. Okay. Understood. Political. People will call with some ignorant crap. 100% teacher. Agreed. Okay. I don't know. Okay. First, Disney or Marvel aren't coming up with shows of characters that don't exist. She-Hulk has been around since the 70s. Okay. Miss Marvel has been around since the 70s. So don't worry. They're not creating female characters. Okay. Just chill. Now, there have always been female characters, but they're have been mostly just sexy. Remember Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman, you had to watch that with the volume down. There has been many husbands that didn't want their wives to know that they were watching Wonder Woman. She was a baddie. Okay, you just looking at Wonder Woman like, okay? All right. I do appreciate women heroes being heroes because I couldn't find a hero. When my daughter was a kid, I couldn't find anyone like her. Like, I remember looking, but like, you know, that's your dad, that's your uncle, that's your, you know, you can see yourself in certain characters. My daughter couldn't until Domino from Deadpool 2. My daughter has an afro and, you know, sister, tall, athletic. When she saw Domino, she was like, that's me. She saw her, okay, for once. All right. But the political side, I want you guys to know this. I want you guys to, there is a political drive from Disney and Marvel. There is one. Obviously, they're making points. Okay. I want to make this clear. Marvel has always been political. Baywatch, yeah. Marvel Comics has always been political. If you don't think that X-Men is the civil rights movement, you're smoking crack. Hold on. They are catering to their fan base. That was always Marvel. Simply, you feel what I'm saying? If you don't think that X-Men wasn't the civil rights movement, then you're smoking crack. All right. I want to say this too. There was a character, one of my favorite characters back in the day. Let me show you. Marvel Comics. Him right here. They call him Luke Cage, but before he was Luke Cage, his name was Power Man. Power Man. Power Man and Iron Fist. Power Man was one of my favorite characters. As a black kid, I loved him. Okay? But if you don't think that he's not Black Power Man, this is Marvel with chains around his waist and shackles around his wrists. And he broke the chains and broke the shackles. If you don't think that is political, you're smoking crack. Okay? So Marvel has always taken a political thing. When the Twin Towers fell, Spider-Man comic, the Twin Towers fell during the Spider-Man comic. And he had his hands over his head. And his first words were, "Oh God." The terrorists, that was a very religious thing, if you think it was conspiracy or not. But Spider-Man said, "Oh God." So the Marvel was always great because it was a reflection of what was going on, the issues of society. And they always tied it into their comics. That's why Marvel has always been great. Right? Lastly, I want to say this. Roxy Reynolds was my favorite female. Oh, really? Let me see. Sorry to all binary people, but everyone is saying that they're Disney making Hulk look a little weak. No, that's Smart Hulk. That he's in the comics just like that. That situation happened in the comics. Not exactly like that, but something like that. I want to say this lastly. Right now, it's uncomfortable. You just want to watch a movie, not deal with all of the political backdrop. You have a right to feel that way. I get that. 100. Sometimes can I just watch a damn? Why I got to get preached to, while watching the damn cartoon? The CGI makes it look like a cartoon. So that was a joke. But I'm saying, damn, I get you. I get you. There are women, though, that are like, thank you. Okay, little girls that will subconsciously be positively affected by it. But so it's uncomfortable now. But soon enough, we're gonna be in a beautiful place where you don't even notice it. A woman in power in a all-female superhero group won't be taboo. Maybe Harley Quinn won't have a thong up her ass. All right, can't she just be a woman that with a baseball bat? Why she gotta have a thong up her ass? You know what I mean? Maybe a group with not one white person, just a bunch, just Hispanic, Black, Asian group. They just put that together. Didn't even think about it. Now, one white person wouldn't be a statement. It'd just, that's a superhero group. Because when I grew up, X-Men, think about this, okay? X-Men, all white, all right? I'm talking about the original X-Men. Beast. There was no Storm in them. There was Beast, Iceman, Angel, Cyclops, Jean Grey, right? Fantastic Four. All white men. Well, you have Invisible Girl, but nobody of color. Okay, all white. Superman, Batman, Robin, Green Lantern. Damn, like Submariner, Human Torch. Every group and every hero. There wasn't a brother in sight. Here's a little thing. They couldn't even make a character black in comics because the ink didn't work well, so they had to be gray. Every black character was gray. All right. So we've gotten to it's uncomfortable now, but soon it will be beautiful. All right. Don't worry about it. Let me see what else we got. Biz, what you think about Marvel making a gay Spider-Man? I don't care. I really don't care. I don't give a shit. Right? If it's a good book, I'm down. If you make a good book, I'm there. I really don't give a shit. You're talking to somebody who just read a comic where a Superman character was beating Jesus's ass. So you're talking to a person who this guy was punching Jesus in the face. So I don't, my brain, I went to Comic-Con cosplay. It was nothing to see a guy as Wonder Woman, bro. So I'm in a bathroom and women are in there. I guess I have no idea. I'm peeing next to Batgirl, bro. I have no idea what's going on. Ms. Biz say the same thing. A guy ran and took a shit in a stall. So we're in a place, I'm in a comic culture where it's just, for me, if it's a good book, I'm all over it. And if I can learn something about people I don't know about, it's all good for me. I don't care. Let me see. Glad you said it, Biz. Been political since day one. From day one, it's been political. From day one. Right? Let me see. DJ. Minorities equals mutants, Magneto, Malcolm X, Xavier, MLK. Precisely. Hit the Tyson. Precisely. They were both different sides of the same coin, and depending on how your political view was, you can agree with Magneto. Right? Xavier was non-violent. Magneto was like, look, man, they hate me, hate them back. Let's go. We're the evolution of things. You're like, hey, I don't disagree with either one. Like, hey, y'all both making some good arguments. Let me see. Trend out. I want to watch a movie and not have the alphabet agenda pushed on me and my kids. I understand that. I have to watch every movie prior to letting my kids watch it. I understand that. Now, flip it. Do you know how many older white men I rolled at Black Panther? Like, oh my God. I keep being called a colonizer. Can I just be a guy watching a movie? $1 trillion ain't even think about that. Like, yeah, that's what y'all get. $1 trillion over there like, hey, can the gay community stop imposing their will? I hate being preached to. Black Panther. Killmonger said something about, hey, when I die, throw me in the water where my people dove in the water from the slave ships. And it was like, yo, there's probably a 65-year-old white man that's like, oh, taking his grandkids to the movie, like, babies, listen, you're not a colonizer for being white. Like, I'm about to write Disney. He sent them a letter in an envelope because he's old school. I'm about to write Disney. But the funny thing is, I know black people who saw Shang-Chi and was like, damn, why are you shoving the Chinese, the Asian culture down my throat? Black Panther. White people have no problem with Batman. There wasn't a brother in sight. So, you know what I'm saying? It's anything that's not you got a problem with. That's really what it comes down to. And we just got to be more lenient with each other. If y'all actually listen to Biz Spotify podcast, you would know he literally went to visit a satanic cult I did meeting just to see their point of view. I did, and they didn't make bad points. Hey, let me tell you. I was like, well, damn. They were like, I mean, the way they were reading out things out the Bible and saying, what kind of God is that? And they were just going in like, hey, if I like a woman and she's fine, I'm going to try to get with her. I shouldn't feel like I'm going to hell for trying to get with her. Like, as a young mind, I was sitting there like, well, damn, dog, you ain't lying. You made me this way. I was like, man, you ain't bad. Y'all ain't bad. Y'all go. I'm not a Satanist or whatever. You know, I got a huge ego. It's like, you ain't gonna convince me to try to follow somebody. Don't follow him. Follow him, man. I'm a leader. Y'all some following shit. Coming to this game on some modeling. But you know, you ain't gonna convince me like that, you know. But I was just like, no, I feel what y'all are on. I get it. Now let me go. I get where you're coming from. Let me see. We'll never get another Austin Powers. No, baby. No, we never would. I get it. We never would. There'd be people with pick a sign. I hear you. Let me see. Colonizers still in my assigned movie seats. Get your still in behind. Y'all on one today. Thorough Thursday is becoming my favorite day. I don't even prepare for Thorough Thursdays. I just sit down. It's so much fun, bro. I just want to watch great writing, create entertaining films. Me too. And series without them checking the woke boxes. Yeah, I hear you. Don't force the political agenda. I hear you. My argument was it was always there. And because of that, we've gotten to a better place, right? When you see a black Captain America, it's like, it's you can do that now. I remember when Bucky was back, there's a comic where Bucky, it's a Captain America comic book, and it's him on the front, and there's a black Bucky. It's actually Battlestar from that series, that Captain America, that series with Falcon turned to Captain America. And on the cover it says Bucky is back and he's black. And it was a big deal. Now it was like 88. So I'm like, oh shit, Bucky is back and he's black. Okay. Now, you know, you could just see a black character and it's not a big deal, right? right? I mean, Cain the Conqueror is black in Marvel. And it's like, oh, okay, he's black. That's cool. So you go through the trouble woke period that is uncomfortable to get to a place of really is euphoric. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a, you know, whatever. It's just, you're just watching the movie now and they don't have to push the agenda. Hopefully we can get there. But this moment is uncomfortable and I get that. $1 trillion. Black Panther is one movie, bro. Slavery really did happen. And that's not being pushed in every movie, but the alphabet agenda is. Some of the scenes be unnecessary. I'm a traditional Adam and Eve. Well, right, that's the problem you have. Understand that. Black Panther is one. Well, that was one example, but not one movie, right? It's been going on forever. Black Lives Matter, everything. I mean, if you're a white male and old school, like how you're traditional, the traditional Make America Great Again, like traditional conservative flag waving, like they're probably done with, hey, all lives matter. Stop. No black lives, all lives matter. That was one example, not one movie. Right? You're speaking from your perspective. I'm just saying there's many different perspectives. And how that discomfort you have, there's a lot of people that have that discomfort with just the black movement. Like, okay, brother, get a job. I didn't do shit to you. Hey, cops kill white people every day. You'll see me burning down buildings and marching. That's how they come with it. And you'll be like, dude, that was racist to say. So you don't know what the alphabet community has gone through. You're not one of them. When you just feel wrong for being you, and everybody who's not you without your problems are diagnosing you. Right? It's just like when somebody say, hey, there's no racism. Everything's equal. I've had a hard time too. How are you going to tell me, mommy? So you're over here heterosexual, Adam and Eve, traditional. And you're saying what you're tired of with them. There's a lot of shit they're tired of with you. But you're only thinking about yourself. And that's the problem. Everybody only think about themselves. And what I'm saying is soon enough, yes, only think about you. Don't worry about them. Just like, oh man, that's all right. And you can raise your kids how you want. They're not trying to raise your kids a certain way. Do you. Just know that you share this world with a bunch of people that's not you. Let me see. What else we got? Biz, what up, though? Love you, boy, from the community. LOL. Keep grinding. Thank you so much, Tyson Bear. What else we got? I have to disagree with the ABC agenda they are pushing because people of color like blacks and Hispanic didn't choose slavery. They were forced into it. Yeah. And it goes back before slavery. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, there have always been, we're doing it now, right? You're saying you're judging the ABC agenda. You're judging them because you're not them. So you're saying how much they should be valued. And you're saying that they should not be valued as much because you value this this more, right? Like this drive and this thing that this cause, that's what I'm looking for. You value this cause more. You do. So you're saying they didn't go through, and you're trying to use this measuring stick. And really, if you are somebody who are gay or whatever, they're dealing with that problem. And they've put together the cause very effectively. Good shit. People cover. Oh, and you're also assuming that they choose it, right? I know a lot of gay people that I love. Relatively a lot. It's not like I know a whole bunch of gay people, but relatively, that who I love, about 5, right? But I don't love a lot of people. That work. Like I love everybody, but I'm just saying like that I deal with all the time. None of them ever say that they chose it. None of them. They say they always knew. They just didn't say anything. Like they always felt bad and weird about it's a lonely experience. And all they can do is take their word for it. I can't tell them, no, you did choose. Right? So there's a few things you're assuming in that because you're not one of them. So you're assuming. And that's what happens. Everybody who's not you assume what you're going through. Everybody assume what you're going through. Let me see. I'd rather a black original character than tokenism. I don't know what that means. A black original. Oh, then a character turned black. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool too. Have you seen? Well, then what you do is go to the Comic-Con. There's a lot of black independent comics. There's one called the Tuskegee something, and it's not, and of course it celebrates the Tuskegee Airmen, but they're totally not that. It's really sick. They just named themselves that because they fly these futuristic airplanes, and they were just like, hey, what we're gonna name ourselves? Tuskegee, just because they're all black and they're just all France, and they did that, but they're not totally, you know what I mean? It's so dope. Like, so what you need to do is search out independent comics from black creators, and you can have all the fun you want. You can do all the stuff you want. For me, it really doesn't matter. You know, oh, you made them black, cool. Like you made them Spanish, Latino, good shit. I really don't give a shit. Just make sure that if the movie's good, yes, good work, right? But on the other hand, I would care if Black Panther was white. So I need to figure out where I'm at with that. If they were like the new Black Panther and there's a white dude, he's just like, I'll be like, hold on. So I can understand if, you know what I mean? I can understand if Wonder Woman is a sister with a fro. And it's like, come on, dog. I can understand. Let me see. Absolutely not okay with adults grooming kids and taking them to trans shows and going to the extreme of gender reassignment. Nope. I don't. Who said that? I don't agree with you forcing. I personally don't agree with you forcing your kids anything. Religion, anything. Hey, I'm Catholic. You must be Catholic. I don't even agree with that. Like, just live your life. Hey. All right. Are you ready for the Kane Dynasty? New Avengers? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. He's a great actor too, by the way. I'm very excited about that. Let me see what else we got. A, African American. B, black. C, colored. D, dark skin. Hell, I'm part of the alphabet.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
That brother said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the African American, black, colored, dark skin. Well, damn. Grow up in Jamaica in the 60s, didn't know racial prejudice until 71. To the state's culture shock. Yeah. I've heard that many times before too. I heard that in different countries, and correct me if I'm wrong, they don't even know what black is. They don't do black or white. They just do, you say, I'm black. You're black. You see so many people of color, it's just like, I'm Nigerian. Oh. I'm Trinidadian. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't get the black shit. I'm black. What? I've heard it's like that, you know. Let me see. Count these rocks. I was in Barnes and Noble with my son the other day and saw a book of babies called Gabies. Gabies. Hey man, come on, man. And I don't understand why Yantra these necessary for that. That was just funny as hell, bro. I can't. I haven't seen the book. I just think that was that's a very funny title. Nothing against anybody. Just that was a very funny title. This is my bad though. I opened up this conversation. We could talk about something else if y'all want. We'll go past our great granddaughter, white Frenchman. Oh, really? Really? Yeah. One of the most confusing things I found out was how Irish I was. That's one thing. And my family, Ms. Biz, even my ex-wife, my kids, it's an ongoing joke. And it's hysterical. My kids. If I'm that much Irish, how about y'all? It's hysterical. It's hysterical. Let me see. There's jokes because when I was like 19 or 20, I was like, the black man needs to stand up, rise, and conquer. You got to understand how revolutionary I was. I was extreme. So, funny. Just keep living. Keep living. Shit be funny. To all the homies who remember Static Shock. Amazing comic, too. Not just show. I like Redbone, brother. What's your favorite TV show of all time? I almost just jumped out and said Martin, but I got to think. I know there was a TV show where I was like, dude, I love this. Not a series, but a TV show. You know what's probably the best TV show? Not just a series, but you said a TV show. Is Breaking Bad a TV show? Are you talking about a sitcom? Or because the Blacklist is probably great, and I've only watched season 1, and it was amazing. I love the actor, by the way, that played Ultron. Man, Sanford and Son and the Cosby Show. I'm gonna go with Martin, dog. I'm gonna go with Martin. It's just my shit. Forget it. I love how we can talk about all this. No softies. Oh yeah, come on, yeah. Because here's the thing. I feel everybody. Pause. I feel everybody. I do, bruh. If you like, man, forget this shit. I feel you. I get it. And if you like, yes, more of this, I get it. I think I ultimately knows what's best, though, is to get past that discomfort. Because when you're uncomfortable, what do they say? Someone once said, when you're uncomfortable, that's the moment when you let go of something old and starting to grab onto something new. And it's like when you're learning something new, it gets very uncomfortable. That's when you know you're growing. So discomfort is growth. So you hold on to something new, right? It's just like boxing. AJ lost. Oh, he's crying like a baby. Oh, this how he is. Well, now you know how he is. Now he knows how he is. If he lose twice in a row, he never been there before. You learn a lot about them, and they learn a lot about themselves. Now, how you judge is based on what's in your brain, right? I got the same information. It went into my brain, and what came out was something else. That's when I had my video about, hey, man, Lie Guys lost twice. What goes into some of y'all brains comes out, oh, he's a bitch. So it's like something happened in your past that led you to grab that information and be so angry. And something happened in my past for me to grab that information and be more empathetic, right? So it's really how you deal with things and how it comes out. I feel you. A lot of times, mental health, they're soft. You may have a mental health issue. You may have been, hey, don't be soft, boy. You got to be strong like me. You may have a problem. You may need to go get checked, right? Man, look, if something hurts, suck it up. What did Bill Burr say? And then you die at 60 for keeping all of that inside. You just catch a stroke and hit your head off a plate of pancakes. Because you You pull all that softness. I'm too soft. I don't want to be soft. You probably got mental health issues. Let me see. X-Files. Uh-huh. I know I do. But I love mine. Oh, let me see. Grandfather. Living Single was hysterical. Let me see. Toe Track racially was way before its time. What's Toe Track? I've never seen that. Best rapper of all time. I'm still holding on to Tupac, but it may just be Jay-Z, though. It may just be Jay-Z. My aunt said it always the light brights pushing the Africa movement. Light brights pushing the Africa movement. Yeah, well, we wouldn't have been able to do anything without the people in power being empathetic. Hit the Tyson bell. For sure. Speaking of Tupac, Star Trek. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got that right, Donnie. Nas. Speaking of hip hop changed everything for Black people. Think about this. We never had a generation of wealthy people. Ever. I mean, maybe back in Egyptian. I'm talking about in America. You have a whole generation of billionaires now. Rihanna, Kanye West, the Carters, right? You got Jay-Z and Beyonce. You got Dr. Dre, P. Diddy. Hip hop created a whole Will Smith, like created a whole generation of billionaires, of Black billionaires. We never had wealth. My age, just this era, we never even had that. That lets you know where progression is. Like we just started. And thanks to hip hop is powerful, bro. Hip hop is powerful. Let me see. Worst rapper in your time. Silk the Shocker. Was that his name? 1 to the 2 to the 3. I say leave him being like roll with him. That guy couldn't rap to save his damn life. That guy couldn't rap at all. He was killing me. Favorite martial arts movie. Love from my podcast. Much love to you. Best favorite martial arts movie favorite. Damn. Is The Matrix? No, it wouldn't be. That's just an action movie. Martial arts movie. Enter the Dragon, dog. Enter the Dragon, dog. Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon. Mr. Elite, you got your uniform. It's just Bruce, dog. Bruce, there was no CGI, no crazy special effects. His ability to project his energy, it was all on his faces and everything. What? Like it was all on him and his charisma. Just him flexing his muscles. You got to do a lot to jump out on screen like that. He is the action film martial artist. There's no beautiful angles and Zack Snyder slow motion and make it. It's just whoa. Like he had to make sure everything was just perfect, jumping way in the air and shit. Right? He had a philosophy behind his words and stuff. Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee is the action star. Like he is. Let me see what else we got. I think we all have some form of mental health issues. Yeah. Yes. That ignored in the Black and Hispanic communities specifically. But I get what you're saying about comfort levels. Oh yeah. And it will always be that way forever as long as we're human beings. We're tribal by nature. It will be that way forever. Right? Let me see. What else we got? This is fun though. This is my favorite day. Don't do silk. Did you Simply, you see Silk's, what was the name of that movie? Hot Boys. You see his freestyle in front of Snoop Dogg, and Snoop was like, and it was like beating on the table, like, let's go. I'm doing my thing. They call me Silk. Like, dude, that guy is terrible. Look at the Hot Boys and look at his freestyle. Ridiculous. Hey, Bloodsport, fantastic. But The Last Dragon, hell yeah. I love The Last Dragon. Legends of the Drunken Master, for sure. Bloodsport, Rumble in the Bronx, yes. Bloodsport, though, I love the movie. Hysterical. If you watch that now, all I do is laugh. Whoever played Van Damme as a kid couldn't act for shit. And that's the Black Two Sugars. And he cracks me up. I just found the house. He is such a bad actor. It is hysterical. And Van Damme loves his butt more than any man loves making the stallions. He loves his butt more than, boy, Van Damme's in love with his butt. So you got that going on. It's just funny. You remember the the fighters from all over the world were so. We just got done talking about that. But I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Him being blind. My favorite comedian is Bill Burr. Dude, that guy's hysterical. Yo, remember when Bruce kicked that puppet? Yeah, hell yeah. You talking about when he kicked Han and it was a puppet head? That was the hardest kick I've ever seen in movie history. Whatever he kicked, that puppet he kicked, that was the hard when he kicked it around the corner. You know, that was the hardest kick in movie history. I ain't never seen between that and Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite kicked this dude. He kicked this dude with his foot went this way. He pow, and knocked his head off. And that was the funniest. I almost died. Between that and hold on. Michael Jackson threw a kick on Bad. He ain't kicked nobody, but it was the fastest kick I've ever seen. That dude jumped up and he kicked the first kick. You didn't even see. They ain't even show it. The second one, that kick was so. Boy, Mike, I was like, dang, he made Bruce Lee proud. Bruce Lee rolled over his grave after that kick. He was like, that kick should go down in history. Nobody brings it up. All you see is a flash, and you hear like some rattling from all the chains and shit. That's all, and his curl whipped. And boy, look at Bad. Michael Jackson comes down and throw the fastest kick ever recorded on film. It's fast as hell. Let me see. People have slept on your Spotify podcast for way too long, bro. I know. I stopped doing it temporarily. I stopped doing it because nobody was looking at it. It was something like this, but actually more revealing, more transparent because there's nobody asking me questions. So I'm rambling about that Spotify. What are you doing right now is quite literally what you did every podcast. Yeah, except for without the questions. So you leave it up to me? Oh, shit. You don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, man. Let me see. Like the finger pointing away. Yeah, like the finger awake from the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you'll miss all that heavenly glory. That's it. Now, how did that feel to you? Let me think. Don't think. Feel. It's like a finger. Oh, wait to the moon. I don't know what that. Oh, wait. That was my guy, bro. Let me see what else we got. Napoleon Dynamite uncle throwing that steak. Hey, he threw that across his body. He said, number one, to grab my steak. That's almost an ass whip. He threw that across his body, and it was on target, and he was proud as a peacock after he hit Napoleon Dynamite with that steak. Proud as hell. That greasy steak landed right. The funny thing is how homeboy was pro his uncle the whole movie. He was looking at him like, remember The Time Machine, bro? Almost killed me. Top 3 horror movies. That has two sides to it. because you're looking at horror movies that scared me as a kid, opposed to horror movies that if I was a kid, I wouldn't make it. Right? So that's two different things. Okay. Nightmare on Elm Street 1 destroyed me as a kid. I was destroyed. I look at it now and I can see why I was destroyed, but it's not over time permanently scary. See, but that's most horror movies because you know all the jumps already. You know everything. Exorcist couldn't make. I could barely make it through it. Poltergeist was another, but Pet Cemetery. As a kid. But see, overall, brother, Insidious, Grudge, not the Grudge, but The Conjuring 2. Bill Wilkins. That destroyed me. I was in the movies. Me and my son, we were out of there. We were out of there. Hereditary was scary too. I will put Exorcist in both bags. Exorcist is still scary. So Exorcist in both bags. Exorcist is wicked. That's wicked. A wicked idea. To go into a room and it's cold. Okay, so we have a mouse in our house that we just can't damn find. But every so often, in the corner of your eyes, so you know the mouse is in the kitchen. It's like, okay, it's there. Right? And you go in the kitchen looking for it. If you are a priest or a mom or anybody, and they say that Satan's in that room, that's a hard door to open. And when you open it, you see that just sitting there in the bed, looking at you. It's like, that's wicked. Because that you do have a good feel that at any point, those straps didn't keep her. At any point, the straps would go. You don't know what's going to happen. And it's freezing. And the voice is just, I'm the devil. It's like, yo, that I'm out of here. I'll be like, that's bananas. And I'm out of here. Where you going? I would pack up my Bible, put that shit. I'm out of here. I grab my crucifix, grab her crucifix. Look, you ain't going to need that. You ain't going to need that. That's a nice one. That you paid top dollar for that one. I'm going to put that in my room. All right. Why you taking my, you don't need it. That your daughter's going to kick your ass. Don't worry about it. That it got blood on it. Oh, well, never mind. Let me see. Best video game movie adaptation. Oh, video game to movie. Oh, shit, man. Gosh, I don't know. They were all pretty bad. Mortal Kombat? Big fan. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Big fan of the first one, man. Bad movie, though. Bad. But, well, the newest one. The newest Mortal Kombat. Good. It was actually good. Probably the newest Mortal Kombat, bro. The newest one. I'd love to know what y'all think, because I probably forgot something. I'm like, oh, that was a video game? Oh, well, that one. Hey, BJ Dixon. Check out Richard Pryor. Oh, yeah, man. Richard Pryor is beyond funny. Beyond. A fantasy fight, Mike McCullum versus Ray Leonard. Well, none of them want to fight Mike McCullum, right? None of them. At middleweight, that's brother. That I don't think Ray beat Hagler. So it's a good fight. If you say Ray beat Hagler, it's okay. But I'm fine with it. But I don't think he did. Hagler didn't want to fight Mike McCullum or Hearns. You know, you're talking to man. Short hair, Martin Luther King natural, Ray Leonard versus Mike McCullum. Yeah, I might go Mike, man. It sounds bad. I mean, Ray is more special than Mike, but that's a lot to overcome. You know, like who wins, Ray Leonard or Bernard Hopkins in his prime? That's a tough fight, man. Ray Leonard gonna have to just outpoint him. Ray Leonard fights a lot though. He fights in there a lot. I guess Ray Leonard will beat him. I think Ray Leonard. That's a good fight though. So Mike McCullum, he ain't greater than Bernard, but I think he beats Bernard. I think he beats him. So you got me, brother. Man, Sinister was wicked. You got me, bro. You got me. For real, for real. Let me see. What else we got? The Fourth Kind was scary too. Call of Duty. Spider-Man. I think simply Spider-Man. Wait, I don't understand what that means. Hitman. Yeah, was that a good movie? Was it? Let me see. The Witcher. I didn't watch the series. My bad. Aaron Pryor, Leonard beats Aaron Pryor. That I'm pretty sure of. Good fight though. That I'm pretty sure of though. X-Men. What? You talking about comics to movie? Are y'all? Did you say video games or comics? Because people are saying comics. Let me see. Shakur versus Eric Morales. Oh. Eric Morales. Right now, I'm going Eric Morales. See, I just know too much about it. I don't know enough about Eric Morales, man. Right now, I got Eric Morales, man. But Shakur is probably better. He's probably I ain't got enough data on Shakur to say he'll beat Eric Morales. I ain't got enough data. See, I got data. See, Eric Morales beat Manny Pacquiao, bro. You know, so I got data with him. We got to see with Shakur. Sonic. My Knox in the Box birthday was Sonic theme. Let me see. Paul Williams versus Mayweather. I figured that out. Mayweather. I figured that out. Took me a minute, but I looked at Paul Williams over and over again closely. Mayweather. Versus Chavez. I think Canelo's too big. Good fight. Canelo's too big. Canelo's special fighter. Canelo's too big. This is a good fight. I got Pacquiao though. This is a good fight. That's a tough fight. I got Pacquiao though. Angles and hands. If Inoue beats him, he only beats him once. Pacquiao out of 3, Pacquiao beat him. That's a good fight though. And you got a lot from Inoue. Inoue is fighting everybody, right? He's pulling a Pacquiao right now. Hagler beats the hell out of Canelo. Beats the hell out of him. He may stop him. Beats the hell out of Canelo. If you think Triple G was a hard fight for Canelo, Hagler beats the hell out of him. Bud versus Winky. Winky's too big with it too. See, Winky ended fighting at light heavyweight. See, Winky is not only is he skillful and you can't get through his defense and his jab brutalizes you, but he's too big too, though. I got Winky Dinky Dog. Not who's greater, probably Bud. Who wins in the fight? I got Winky Dinky Dog. I got Winky Dinky. Canelo versus Joe. I hate Joe Kawasaki, but that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. You think Bill will let his hands go? You know Joe will. Joe let his hands ride. The thing is, Canelo, he may Bernard Hopkins him. Canelo may work him. He may boom. He may work him. Make him miss a little bit. But Joe mess around, flurry his way to a point. If you're going to have a real decision, Joe may beat him. Joe, I hate that Joe was that good too. Joe was very good. And his punches hurt more than people knew. Because it didn't look like they hurt at all. But when you in there, you see him dropping people and hurting people and shit. When you in there, let me see. Spencer Hopkins too big. Hopkins too big right now, bro. Mike at 19. Man, Mike at 17 beats Usyk. No, Mike beats Usyk. He's not Usyk out. Usyk ain't ready for Usyk is great, definitely now. He wouldn't be ready for those boys back then. No, not Mike. Mike at 19, the one that was on his way to beating Trevor Burbick and shit. Mike could beat him. Mike could beat him. They came up better. What Usyk is doing now is a fraction, is a look at what they were doing routinely. It's a glimpse back at what they were doing routinely. What Usyk wouldn't be bizarre to look at in the heavyweights of the 90s. I keep saying that. That's how they fought. They're just better, right? So, or the late 80s or whatever. Mike Tyson knocks him out pretty quick too. It'll be maybe under 5-6 rounds. Let me see. You saw Anthony Joshua hurt him by accident. You know, community. When Beer say greater, he's saying accomplishments, I think. Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's done more. Yeah. I think Bud is greater than Winky. Winning a fight, got winks. Got winky dinky dog, bro. I agree. Foreman KOs Tyson. He knocks Tyson out. I don't give a damn which Foreman you want. Give me Prime Foreman versus Prime Tyson. Prime Foreman beat the hell out of him. All right? Give me Burger George versus Tyson. Burger George beat the hell out of him. Now, that's how I feel. Horrible matchup. Burger Fat George. Have Tyson on this here. Horrible matchup. I'm sure of it. You can't convince me otherwise. Burger George knocks out Mike. I'm sure of it. Because I ain't see Mike knock out Mitch Green. He ain't knocking out George Foreman. There's guys that Mike didn't knock out. And you look at Foreman. Nah, ain't happening, bro. Ain't happening. Foreman have Mike on the Rocky shit. Mike could be over here. Foreman just that brother, please, Mike, and then try to come in swing, and then Foreman put those arms out, and that swing get caught up in that block. He try to duck, brother. Boom, bro. I'm saying, and Mike has a chin, but boom. Over time, see, you got to be Vander Holyfield. You got to be ridiculous. You got to have a ridiculous. You got to be Ali Holyfield. You got to have a chin that's dumb. Tyson has a nice chin. But if you think Buster Douglas was hitting with some good, which he was, hell yeah, he was. Buster Douglas let you know where Mike Tyson's chin was, in my opinion. Mike Tyson was on booger sugar all night before that fight. So he wasn't there. He shouldn't be able to take those fast, hard punches from that big boy at all. He could kill a man. Buster Douglas, that night, Buster Douglas could have killed a man. Boom, 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 boom. Mike was like, damn, boom, bam. Mike's chin is incredible. But Burger George to get him out of there. Prime Joe Frazier versus Prime Frazier. Look at Ray Mercer versus Lennox Lewis. How close that fight was. Now think of Frazier. Frazier beat him. Hey, but don't be surprised if Lennox drops him. Yeah, Lennox heavy-handed. Don't be surprised if Lennox has Prime Leonard. Dreads, maybe, but box Leonard with the hair on his chest. Lennox with the hair on his chest, that box Lennox. Don't be surprised if that damn right hand pop. Oh, Frazier's hurt. Frazier's hurt. But I think Frazier works him over time. But, man, don't be surprised. That's a beautiful looking fight, too. It's just that, I like Lennox's anger, but I don't like his overall durability against Frazier. I like his anger, though. Lennox will get mad at you. Let me see. Duran beats Pacquiao. Prime Mike kills old Foreman. Says who? Who did he kill to make you say that? Tell me the great fighter that he killed to make you say that. Tell me the great fighter that he knocked out. The Quick Tillis lasted the distance with him, with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was great. But if you ain't knocking out James Quick Tillis and Mitch Green, you ain't knocking out Foreman. So that's one thing. You ain't knocking him out. How many guys knocked out Foreman? So you ain't knocking him out. So over time, who wins that fight? I think Burger George got a better chance than Young George. I think Burger George was better than Young George. Young George, if you could survive 8 rounds, you probably get him. He burns himself out. Look at him against Ron Lau. But my thing is, Burger George going 12. Man, please. Man, please. Think again. Think again. Think again. Mitch Green was only trying to survive 12 rounds. That, my friend, is a guy who didn't watch the fight. Mitch Green was letting his hands go. Why you think Mike was making a mess and doing that? Mitch Green was letting his hands go. They were fighting after the bell and everything. Oh, you missed the fight. You're just talking shit. That's why you can't just be a fanboy guessing. Watch the fight. Watch the fight right now. Leave. Watch the fight right now. They were punching after the bell and everything. Watch the fight right now, bro. And even if you're just trying to survive, you don't think Foreman going to survive? Mitch Green, he loves PCP. He loves something. Holmes versus Liston. See, Liston going to catch Holmes. See, Holmes not as special as Ali whatsoever, right? But Holmes is great, but he ain't no Ali. People try to compare that shit. Liston mess around, catch Holmes. Or ask Ernie Shavers. And Liston's a better boxer. Liston probably beat Holmes. He probably beat him. I think, see, the thing with Ali, Liston was getting discouraged. He couldn't hit Ali. He couldn't hit him. See, he'll get enough confidence hitting Holmes. He'll be landing on Holmes. Not great, but good enough to keep him in a fight. Liston probably beat Holmes. He'll probably beat him. Probably. That's a good fight. I like to know Jack Dempsey versus Holmes. I think that's a great fight too. Red Berserk ripped the off. Who is Red Berserk? Oh, Reed Berserk. I missed the A, and now I'm getting old and tired. Rip the author. Wow. Okay. What's Berserk? Lennox beat Sherry from pillar to post. Let me see what else we got. Duran versus Tank. That comment was dumb. That comment was dumb. There's a chance that Prime Holyfield knocks out Prime Foreman. But because there's a chance he works so hard and so busy, there's a chance that he knocks him out after like the 9th round. But I got Prime Foreman because I saw Prime Foreman hurt Holyfield. I saw Burger George hurt Holyfield twice in a very dangerous way. For Holyfield. And if it was a Prime Foreman, Holyfield wouldn't get up. Holyfield would be too hurt. He'll stop him. He'll stop him. If it was a Prime Foreman, I got Prime Foreman. It's a good fight though, but I got Prime Foreman. You think a boxer now could ever be considered GOAT? Now? No. Future? It all depends on where this community takes boxing. Yes, I said it. We have a huge impact on the sport of boxing. If people start letting go of that, the way people are talking about doing, and people are responding to this community, fans and everything, on how we start to judge fighters, things can get. It's kind of hard to be greater than Harry Greb, Jack Johnson and what he went through, Sam Langford and Henry Armstrong, and the more money gets involved with the belts and sanctioning bodies, it kind of screw things up the money. It's became a big business. It has lost a lot of those things. That's why UFC is great right now, because it hasn't become as big as boxing yet. But Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, and his impact. You have to be a fighter. Look at Manny Pacquiao. You have to be somebody like that, somebody who meant everything to his countrymen. It's going to be difficult. To be the greatest ever is difficult. That's why people want to just keep throwing it out there to who they like, who's in their era. Floyd Mayweather, the greatest era, because I watched him. But really, you can't keep doing that shit. Greatest era ever is a beautiful mix of time, like when things happen, how badly the NBA needed a Jordan, how Jordan took the NBA to where it is now. You had Magic and Bird who saved the NBA, but Michael Jordan, where he took it. Yeah, it's the timing of everything. It's the timing of everything. You can't go against more odds than Jack Johnson did. Jack Dempsey is the first millionaire fighter. See it, so it's hard. You got to be the first billionaire fighter or something. And things got to it got to be crazy. You fight 5 times a year and 80-0 or some shit. It can happen. It can happen, but it would have to be, Sugar Ray Robinson went 40-0, and then he went 90-0. Right, he went 40-0, lost to Jake LaMotta, and then won another 90 fights without losing. That is dumb, right? So it's difficult. It's very difficult. The time got to be right now. That's why the best music now, we're too fugazi. Everything is too easy. The music in the 60s. How do you have Motown and the Beatles? Right? You have Motown and the Beatles and Miles Davis and them, the jazz movement, Thelonious Monk and all that shit. How do you have Jimi Hendrix and all of these guys all at once? Stevie Wonder. How do you have all of that at once? And you have Muhammad Ali there. You have Jim Brown. Right? You have, it's just Sam Cooke. How do you have all of this all at once? It's the time. The times makes that greatness. So in order for someone to be great, it's lightning. Everything happens at once, right? Man, dude, it doesn't just happen. Ali versus Liston rematch. You think Liston took a dive? In a sense that I don't think he was knocked out. I don't think he came in taking a dive either. Let me take a dive because it made no sense. Muhammad Ali already came out as joining the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X, and his investors didn't want that to come out. So money-wise, it would have worked better if Muhammad Ali is knocked completely out the ring. So Sonny Liston, there was no reason for him to take that dive to this guy who, boxing was ran by the mob. They weren't on that. Nation of Islam is coming in and showing a different wrinkle. It's like, uh-oh. So it wouldn't make sense. Sonny Liston got hit and said, let me not embarrass myself any further. He got hit, and just because, don't forget, he did get up, and then the fight carried on, and then the referee was like, oh, he was down for more than 10 seconds, and then he stopped the fight. He did get up. It's just that he was like, I can't beat this guy. That anchor punch was so fast, he couldn't even hit him leading up to that punch, right? I showed it earlier this week or yesterday. He was just missing them. And then, Ali did what he wanted. That's a big athlete, and bam! He was like, man, I'm done. I'm done. We've seen fighters do that today. Did he take a dive? I quit, man. I can't beat him, right? I can't beat him. Did Ringo Diao take a dive? No, he didn't come in and get paid. I can't beat Loma. This guy's killing me. Can't beat him. I don't want to embarrass myself any longer. My hand hurt, right? So I think it was something like that. Led Zeppelin. Man, there was so much going on, though. The Doors. I can't even think of everything that happened in the 60s right now. Bob Dylan. There was just so much going on. We have all the music. We have records. And it's just like, God, all of that music was in the 60s? Lord. Worst chin, Michael Moore or Amir Khan. Michael Moore chin was fantastic, Sanate. You talking about after he got cracked? There was after he got cracked. His chin after he got cracked and Amir Khan still. Because Amir Khan didn't have a good chin, and then he got cracked by Danny Swift Garcia. Then Canelo liquidated it. Right? He just liquefied. Michael Moore had a chin at light heavyweight. He went up to heavyweight, and when Foreman dropped that nugget, it was brother, please. Let me see. Yeah, Vietnam War, but think about it. Think about it though. Your president brain blew up like a pumpkin. His head blew up like a pumpkin in front of the nation. Your president. Can you imagine if Obama or Trump or Joe Biden he just walking there, bam, and in front of the I mean, brother, you're going to get some art out of that. Martin Luther King preaching love and just get shot in the jaw. Malcolm X, like, it's just like Robert Kennedy, I mean, wow. Wow, bro. The times, incredible. Flex on them. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got hit on me. I'm late, but here's something for the community. Roll out. Thank you so much, After This Prom. Let me give you your love. Everybody, if you haven't hit the like, please hit the like.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Let me see. Sparring real match. Who would be a boxer you wish you could match up with? I want to experience a hard shot from Tank to see what it's like. Yeah, Errol Spence. I've often thought about throwing hands with, because Errol Spence the type of guy that would do it. He's sick, right? He's sick. He'll come on in the ring. He'll start letting his hands rip. So I know if I wanted to get in the ring with Errol Spence, he'll laugh and we'll be mixing it up. And I would like to know punch after punch what that feels like. And then I go to the hospital for sure. I'm going to go get myself checked. But I would like to know what that's on and be like, oh yeah, I get it. He broke my floating rib and my nose is in my ear. So I get it. That who I would love to be in a ring with and spar, Errol Spence. Let me see. Ward versus Triple G. Ward. I think Triple G knew that. Hagler versus Monzon. Shit. I can't. That I'm not. Pep versus Loma Chink. Man, Loma may beat him. I looked at Willie Pep real close. And I looked at Loma and I was like, Loma may beat him, man. Loma may be too big and everything, man. Loma may beat him. He may beat him. I like Loma's offense to defense better than Willie Pep's, man, in that fight. Dude, it sounds messed up. It does. Willie Pep is a man. But I thought I did a thorough, like 4 years ago, I did that matchup. And I did a thorough sweep. I'm like, Loma may beat him. Durant beats Pac-Man. I went through that too. Ray Robinson may beat Roy, man. I looked at that for 10, 12 years. Ray Robinson may beat him, man. May knock him out. He may make Roy Jones too reluctant to sit down on shot and everything. He may beat him. Roy is a violent monster too. Ray may beat him because Roy ain't gonna knock him out. Ray may beat him. Either that or Ray has no answer for Roy, and that I don't see. Ryan versus Devin. Well, Devin, because Devin has beaten Brian more times in amateurs as when they were older, right? Closer to the age they are now. So out of the 3 times they fought when they were older, Devin won twice. So I'm going with those odds. Shakur versus Tank. Going with Tank, but I'm not confident. Holyfield versus Holyfield, man. I went through that a couple times. Holyfield had it all. Check out Israel Vasquez versus Rafael Marquez. I forgot how that went. Let me see. Tell Optimus I want my get back. Megatron. Oh!
It's the only thing that matters to me.
I'm getting tired. I think I'm about to go, dog. Hold on, let me see. Deathstroke versus Captain America. I'm only going to say Captain America because it's Captain America, man. You know, I've seen Captain America beat Iron Man. But anytime you go toe-to-toe with Batman, with all the weaponry and go toe-to-toe with him with all the weapons, and you know, Cap ain't got much, but he beat Iron Man. So, and you can't get more weapons than Iron Man. He's the weapon machine. It doesn't make sense, but it's comics. But it doesn't make sense that Captain America would beat Deathstroke. But I got Captain America. Let me see. I know comics too well. I got Cap. Optimus Prime. Biz walk in the gym and tell Errol, not bad for yeah. It worked for Floyd. It worked against Floyd. Oh, okay. Everybody saying no. Brother, what do you want me? Loma versus Arguello. Oh, Lord. Alexis Arguello is not a better boxer than Gary Russell, but he's a harder out. Okay. When you put everything together, boxing ability, durability, punching power, length, but I feel differently about Loma than a lot of people. The more you punch at Loma, the better it is for him. The better it is for him. The more you is selective with Loma, the worse it is for him. Loma may beat him because the output may work in Loma's benefit. Loma may beat that man. Loma may beat him. Loma's all-time fighter, man. He'll fight in the era. Let me see. I'm cracking y'all in ESBC. Yeah, you cracking them in Sadate. Sadate, you eating them alive for sure. Let me see. Biz, you're gonna check it out. You got to check it out. They fought 4 times. Yeah, bruh. My thing is, I can't remember how they went. I can't remember how they went, bruh. I do. I need to check it out. I need to check it out. BK just said the 18. Oh, Alexis. Pryor versus Leonard. Okay, I'm leaving. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. You guys have fun on Thorough Thursdays. I know it was 2 hours. It's longer than normal. But, you know, Thorough Thursdays, we just shooting the shit. Facts Friday is tomorrow. You got Saturday, which may be KSI. If you guys want to show up for that, it would be nothing but laughter. There will be no stress whatsoever watching. You'll be seeing me here giggling. Peace, Biz. Much love to all you guys. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz. Don't great live. Yeah, we covered a lot of things. Thank you so much. And I'm out. Huh. Oh, my goodness.